Hello and welcome to the Great Journey podcast. I'm Caitlin Clary and we are here with Sensei Callahan, and today we are discussing how our mental state affects our body and vice versa. Sensei, what do you have to say about that today?
Well, the best way to describe this is that when your mind is in motion, you want your body to be at rest.
Mm-hmm.
And when your body is in motion, you want your mind to be at rest.
Okay.
So this is the best combination. So you want to split the two.
Mm-hmm.
So when your mind is in motion, it would be like you're thinking and you're strategizing and you're creative in terms of your approach towards the world. And when you're in that state where your mind is very, very active, it's important to hold your body still.
Mm-hmm.
And this is an element of self-control. You know, it doesn't have to be this way.
Right.
But if you practice this, then you're exhibiting a much higher level of self-control.
Okay.
And then the reverse of that is when your body is in motion, you want your mind to be still.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not thinking, but you're just perceiving and you're just acting and you're just executing.
Right. So if you have an active mind and an active body simultaneously,
that can be trouble.
Okay. Yeah, that's where you would lack control and to be able to methodically think through things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see that in, you know, when you see crazy people who are mentally unstable.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy is probably not an accurate term, but anyway.
Okay.
That's why the common vernacular.
In terminology, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And so what happens there is that the person is they're looking all around, they're frantic and their body is moving, their mind is in motion and their body is in motion.
Mm-hmm.
And they have very little self-control, and you usually will want to keep some distance from those people.
Mm-hmm.
Just to stay a little safe.
Yeah, this actually makes me think of, paramedics and EMT, firefighters. They're actually trained to not run to a scene.
Yes.
They need to be calm and in a calm state so they can mentally think through things before they get there. So how in martial arts are we trained to keep our mind still?
Well, we train our mind to be still through the meditative process that we do when the student is at the beginning of class. We refer to it as makso, which means to meditate. And the example that I use with students in the school is that if we're in our space here and we were to hear a loud explosion out in the parking lot out here, then the first thing that we would do, we would stop everything that we're doing. We would direct our attention to the outside and we would ask ourselves the question, what was that?
Right. So focusing on the environment.
Yeah, you're completely focused on that sound, and so you're still, and your mind is still, and your mind, you've stopped thinking, and now you're perceiving.
Right.
And you're taking in everything that's happening.
Yeah.
Now, one more point too, and that is, so we talked about the mind in motion and the body at rest, and the body in motion, the mind at rest. And then if the mind and the body are in motion, the bad part to that. But the other side to that is when the mind is still and the body is still.
Right.
So that puts you into a state of lethargy.
Yes. Laziness.
Yeah, laziness, but it goes even further than that.
Right.
You just kind of vegetate.
Yes.
And, we all need to be lazy. There's nothing wrong with being lazy as it is, but to go into a vegetative state and allow that to happen to yourself, then you can really go into some kind of a downward spiral psychologically.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I don't know why this picture comes up in my head. Maybe it doesn't correlate well, but I think of a football.
Yeah.
When they go into a huddle, right?
Yes.
Their bodies are calm and they're mentally executing the plan.
Yep.
And then break, right? Ready, break. And then it's almost like muscle memory kicks in. And then that's when the body just does what the mind has already prepared it to do.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea.
Visual that I have. Yeah. Not martial arts centered, but
Hey.
Maybe they train that way too. All right, wonderful. Well, that's good information for us to think about today. Let's not be lethargic. Let's try to spend some time focused and then spend some time active, not simultaneously. All right, okay. Have a great day. And we'll see you next time.